So there is a reason why people talk about professional feed and commercial feed in poultry farming, and I've tested these things, the both of them, and I can tell you there's a huge difference in this thing they're talking about, and it's important you understand that. So in this video, I just want to discuss the difference between the professional feed and the commercial one. The one people usually use regularly is the commercial feed. When you go to a feed store, the one that is more popular in that place is mostly the commercial feed, which is the cheapest or the cheaper one. People want to buy things that will not break their will not break their pocket. So, and you see, when it comes to your birds, it will show whether you like it or not. What you are using to feed your birds will show. And that is why I'm saying this. Even if you like feeding your birds every single time, every single minute, let them be eating all the time, it will still show when you see a bird that is eating a professional feed. For instance, if you are giving your bird a chicken feed, which is a commercial feed, and you are giving your bird a breedwell, which is a professional feed, you will definitely see the difference between the two birds. You understand? But in other words, there is no one that is bad. You have to do things according to where your pocket is. But if you have money, if you want fast results, if you want rapid growth, if you want massive weight, if you want your birds to look chubby and look attractive, I will tell you, go for professional feed like Breedwell, Ultima Plus, and all those other feeds, New Hope. Those feeds are in their 20-something thousands. But if you don't have that kind of money, you can go for Chicken, which is about 17 to 18,000 naira. But you don't expect to get the same result as someone who is using Breedwell and New Hope, because that difference you see in the price shows in the beds. In fact, it shows more in the beds. You might be thinking 22,000, 25,000, 23,000, which is maybe 5,000 to 6,000 difference. That's 5,000 difference. It's going to be showing on your beds. You will see that these beds are more fed, are more nutritious, or I don't know, more well fed than your own that you're even feeding every time. So you have to make your choice and think about it when you are buying feeds, because let me tell you, there are secrets in poultry farming. I've tested both of them. I've tested commercial feeds, and I've tested professional feeds. As a matter of fact, this is the first time I'm trying to use commercial feed, and you can see those birds in the video, in my video here, that those birds, they are doing well, they are doing powerfully, they are doing okay in their age right now, but they could have done better if I was using professional feed. I'm still going to sell them at 6 weeks, but they would have been more weighty, or more chubby if I was using a professional feed. So personally, I have tested all this commercial feed, and I can tell you I'm going back to my professional feed, which gives me more good results, regardless of the difference in price. So if you're a poultry farmer or you're intending to go into poultry, I'll advise you, especially when it comes to broilers, I'll advise you to go for professional feed. It will save you the stress of people asking you, how old is this your bed? I know my beds are, I think, 3-4 weeks, and their own is like 2 weeks plus. And it's not like my beds are older, they're a little bit bigger. But if you look at this, their own, you will see that their own is a little bit more chubby. So that means when they get to that almost 4 weeks, they will be bigger than my own. I get to the point. They will be at the size my own is now. They will be bigger than that. So that's the difference between professional feed and commercial feed. And I'm going to be talking about other things that I'm experiencing in my farm. So stay tuned and please follow me, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.